Tozan. Thokozani. Ngiyabingelela futhi mhlanje kusihlwa. Kusimi Thukela. It's more of a relaxed night namhlanje. So please bear with me. Ngiyabingelela Makela. Bingelela kuye wonke umuntu ongenayo kwi-live. Kuseyimi Esilwaneni, kuseyimi Thukela. Bantu bakuthi nindixolele. I know I'm too much on the Nguni dialect, which is more associated in Zulu. I know, but ndizozama kancinci ndithethe isigcaleka, but mostly izobe English. So here Esilwaneni, a couple of hours ago, we were talking about uktwasa, the do's and don'ts ektwaseni, and we were emphasizing kumatonga, where Thukela was telling people what to pay attention to so that umuntu azazi when a tonga or a pupa, because uktonga is a state sokuvakashelwa. So I've been talking to people ngaleonto, and I will continue. I'll be continuing. I'm hoping for questions to those who are on the live, those who are listening, those who are watching, so that I can give clear answers and other explanations. I can make examples so that I've understood one thing. I have understood that people have different ways of understanding information or processing information. That's why when I do these videos, I make sure that I find day-to-day examples. You see, I try to find day-to-day examples, simple type examples that could make sense to an average Joe. So ngiyengizame kakhulu to monitor indlela endithetha ngayo, so that I make sense to people ngangendlela bona abazondiva ngayo. The part of association, as far as ukphahla namatonga are concerned, Isilwane has said to people, mina Thukela, told people that not every dream can't have each and every dream will never have a simple explanation. I can't just jump into the saying of mawuthonga manzi kusuppose usiwe manzini okanye uyathwasa. Ungaze uthonga manzi uboniswe manzi, kanti there's a particular ritual that you need lapho. It could be ukuhlambulula ngoba abantu bahlambulula khona, what is formerly known as cleansing. It could be inhlambululo. So hence you can't just shoot into indima yamatonga. And you can't simple mind the understanding or translation yetonga, where if you see a person etongeni doing something wrong to you, immediately that person is an enemy. You see, you can't dictate itonga ngangolo hlobo where you see me strangling you in a dream or choking you out in a dream, and immediately you assume that uthukela uzama ukungibulala or uthukela uyangimonela or uthukela uyangicika uyangivala. No, maybe I might not even be close to you. Now the translation here is a person with similar abilities as mine who is in your circle might be doing something wrong to you, or where you have a dream about a relative, a friend, a cousin, a sibling, maybe. It's that translation that someone close to you is about to hurt you or is in the process of hurting you. And sometimes amatonga are days past. Sometimes amatonga are days past. Days past could calculate to years. So when you hear me say days, I don't mean days. Yeah, when I say days past, I mean maybe years. So there's a depth into indaba yetonga. Hence, sele uthwasisa mugobela uneqiniso. Ngeke uthwasa athonga imbuzi bese uyashesha umhlabele imbuzi ayi. Uyelalela. Lalela ukuthi lethonga uthi mfana uthonga uthokoza baba ngibone lokhu nalokhu. Bengikade ngihamba nobaba ukanje kukhona imbuzi la ekanje, maybe brown and white or black, I don't know. Don't care. Just saying. Bekhona imbuzi futhi bekukhona this thing beyenzeka that I don't understand, kodwana ngigcine sengenathi igazi lapho, sebengiphuzisa igazi lapho. You see now, le ndima yokuvakashelwa kulapho idlozi selibonisa ukuthi lifuna mhla usebenza lemvana umsebenze kanjani. Ayithi lento next week uhlabela lo mntwana imbuzi umdlise intwaso. Do your work, but when the time comes ukuthi mangedla intwaso lo mntwana enza lo msebenzi ngangolihlobo mhlambe. The reason why I've decided to explain this is because I've seen it is too an error that izangoma do. So I'm not only here advising abantu abangathwasa or abazokuthwasa or laba basakhulayo ekuthwaseni. I'm also cleaning the nonsense kulaba sebathwasile already ngoba babhatyaza bona kuqala. This has been proven. Well, at least I've proven it. I've seen it. Angikhulumi 99.9% of the things engikhuluma ngazo la are things I've experienced. These aren't things mina engitshelwe abanye abantu. If ngitshelwe umuntu, it's a client coming here with that problem, I'm identifying something that actually happened, something I've actually experienced. It's not hearsay. So look, akube kuhle Makela, akube kuhle. Now, if you guys have questions, shoot. I'll answer as best as I can. If khona umuntu lana nombuzo, shoot, I'll answer as best as I can. Please, if you have a dream, I'm not here to translate dreams. I'll translate a dream. There's a level of confidentiality. That's why you would never see me natogela ngibhulela umuntu la. Hence, when I started the page, I told people I won't be consulting people here, because consultation is confidential. It has a sense of sacredness to it, and you are disclosing personal business yomuntu to abantu abangamazi. A lot of people will see this and they'll identify your problem. Bengawazi nokwazi ngoba mina ngifuna ukuzishayinisa mhlambe. So yeah, that's why I made it clear to people that here on this platform I won't consult and I won't be interpreting dreams. I'm not saying that don't send me your dreams, but just do it. There's a number there, a WhatsApp number. You can text me. There's an inbox. You can do anything. But here, I'm here for people who want to be knowledgeable about their spirituality. I'm here to help people who want to be knowledgeable about their spirituality, who want some sense of enlightenment, a better understanding of the role or the journey they're already on, or some are to embark on that journey, and they want some sort of windscreen wash, if I may. It's a Friday. People are, some are tired. I'm dead tired. But yeah, here I am. So, while some of you might be typing, if you are, let me commence. No, drink, relax. Makela. Mutwasa. Let's look at the do's. Uzokutwasa. Lalela. When I say lalela, I mean even laba seke bathwasa phambilini. Because baning abantu mina engibasizile abayizangoma already. Majority yabantu engibasizile izangoma already. Baning abantu engibasizile abayizangoma already who neglect the listening part of things. They don't listen. They do not listen. And the part where they don't listen is led by the ego. Ngoba at the back of their mind, uti nami ngithwasile. But if uthwasile and you are extending your journey, ngoba the part of extending, hear this. Kukhona izangoma ezingaphekiwe umuntu oyi-1. Yes. Kukhona izangoma ezingaphekiwe umuntu oyi-1. There's nothing wrong nezo zangoma ezinjalo. There's nothing wrong nezo zangoma ezinjalo. I respect them. I'm not one of them, but I respect them. Twase umuntu oyi-1 mina konke kwami ngakwenza umuntu oyi-1. I respect though izangoma eziphekwe kimbizi ezahlukile. They've proven to be knowledgeable about a lot of shit. And they know how to address a lot of things. Because they've dealt with different makobela. Maybe 2, maybe 3. In makobela. So, if umuntu othwasile uphuma kwigobela lakho elakulandela emanzi, maybe manje uyogijimela isinguni kwelinye igobela. I'm not saying neglect imfundiso zalapho ubuya khona, but create room for new knowledge. Create room for new instructions. I think that's where the problem is the part where a person is instructed to do something. Now they do something totally opposite, or they do half of what they're told to do, at the back of their mind. So the first thing mungeni twaseni or uembaka kwijeni yokuthwasa, listen. Listen to ugobela mekhuza mekuyalela, and then question everything. Blind faith is only powerful where trust is involved. Blind faith is powerful where trust is involved. For you to have blind faith, you would have to trust ugobela wako with your utmost. So if you don't have that, at least have the decency to question everything. If lapho thwasa khona lo muntu okuthwasisayo wenza into eyona, izangoma that are willing to teach, enjoy uthwasa or inquisitive. It reflects umuntu ofuna ukwazi. Trust me. I know there might be gobelas who are going to watch this and say, Tugel, so you better again, man. Because there are those twasas who have agendas, especially laba sebatwasile pambilini. It's okay. You will develop a skill to identify a person who isn't here for good intentions. You will identify them. Then you see what, oh, okay. Nkingale. Because there's a line, there's a certain path of a person who wants knowledge. It's like when you are in a relationship and arguing with your partner. When your partner knows something about you, they will ask you leading questions to a certain something. Exactly. Hence, I always tell people, don't jump into uktwasa because uktwasa needs a certain level of maturity. A mature ear. You have maugobela, you have to have a very fine ear. And then you can hear that there's something wrong with this question. There's something wrong with this question. Abotwasa abazobuza imithi kakhulu. Like, wena uzoba intoni? Abuzoba liqhwele noma uzothwasa yini? What's going on? You see, you identify lezo zinto lezo. You identify lezo zinto. They don't just jump in front of you. You pick them up through speech and listening. So it's not only a job yalo muntu ozothwasa, it's also a job yegobela leli elithwasisay. But now I'm hinting laba abathwasayo, laba abaphekwayo nalaba sebazophekwa. Yes. laba sekuchitswele for bona sebezongena embizeni lapha. Listen, whether it be uthwasile or uyaz, or you have a family member, because abanye abathwasanga, but they just know too much. Well, they think they know too much. Ngoba umntu has an uncle or an aunt or a sister, cousin, eseke yathwasa ngaphambili. So now they think they know. That is dangerous. That's dangerous. Most of people bangena ekuthwaseni with their cups half full. And now the glass is half full ngamasa bolile. Most of the time. Shem. Most of the time their glasses is half full ngamas ngobisi oluvuthiwe, ubisi that is useless to use anyway. So you need to clear. I'm always up for a person who knows something or who says they know something. I love abantu abanjalo. People who always know something, I love them. It is them whom I talk too much to. Tell them something, then let them debate with themselves with the knowledge they've received. Then if they're wise enough, bazohluza nonsense from the truth. Then they'll take the nonsense, put it aside, and stay kindleli right. So be an inquisitive person, muthwasa. Your journey yokuthwasa will be much easier. It will be much easier. And if you are in a place where your answers your questions aren't being answered, I'm not saying there's something wrong with the place. I'm just saying, zicabangele wena. I'm just saying, zicabangele wena. There's a problem with staying in a smelly place. The smell doesn't go away, but you end up being immune to the smell. Where the smell is still there, but it doesn't bother you anymore. That's what people who don't ask questions do. They end up enduring into engayona, into engekho. They end up enduring into ezingekho, into ezingasile. Because they're not asking the right questions. In fact, they're not asking questions at all. So it becomes a problem. So listen. And after listening, pay attention to what you say. Okay. Now I'm going to confuse people. And I don't want that. I'm not saying when you ask a question and get an answer, pay attention to what you say. I'm saying pay attention to what you say in general. If uyothwasa kahle, muthwasa endleleni yokuthwasa, pay attention to what you say in general. Who you say it to, when you say it, even the reason you're saying it. That's something you taught ma ungena ekuthwaseni, bathi la uzonyamezela, uzohlonipha, futhi uzokhothama. You will basically become a doormat. The part where you become a doormat, it's not necessarily saying you take the nonsense. It just says adjust to the nonsense. Don't always react. In fact, don't react at all. Do not react at all. Because it is then where you learn ukuthi ningangena egodlweni niba 5 ningaba bayi 29 egodlweni. Kodwana The day you forget ukuthi wena uzothwasela idloti lakini, you lose yourself. All I'm saying is, don't forget why you're there. And never, and I mean never, make the mistake of thinking you or, well, anyone there owes you anything. You are not owed shit. No one there owes you jack. No one there owes you jack. And if you're not mindful of what you say, you'll suffer painfully. And labo gogo abafowenu will show you ukuthi ya mina ngizothwasela idloti lakithi la, angizile nawe la. They will show you. I'm not saying mawuthwasa kwigodi enabantu abaningi don't make friends. Make friends. It is good to make friends, but it is also vital that you pay attention to what comes out of here. So these are the 3 keys I will give you that will open almost every door. Well, akuqeda ukuthwasa kodwa sengisho uyokhishwa egodlweni. If you create space for new knowledge, uphile nengqondo esistrainer, hluze, accept everything. Even me, ngisho mina. Listen to the nonsense I'm telling you. Part of this nonsense will benefit you, part of it won't. Not everything I'm going to see here is going to apply to everyone. The 5% that applies to you, use it wisely. So, 3 basic rules to ensure that uthi mawuyothwasa uyothola lento ubuyoyithwasela, uthi mhla wayithola. Listen. Clear your mind of all the knowledge. Neglect everything uyifundile. It will help you if you've learnt it effectively. It will help you along the way. There will come a time lapho kuzothiwa great umuthi, and then you see that there's something wrong with this muthi I'm creating. That will come. It will come on its own. The knowledge that you think you have, or you do have, maybe, I don't know, from wherever you come from, don't impose that knowledge upon my methodology yokuthwasesa. Because now it will change the pace of ukuthwasa kwakho in my eyes. Yes. It will change the pace yokuthwasa kwakho in my eyes. When I tell you to do something and then you impose ukuthi lapho uthwase khona wena bengenzwa kanje, lapho uthwase khona wena bekwenza kanje, ngithi ya okay. Isangoma that has certain abilities, they won't even say to you ukuthi if lapho uthwase khona is that good, uzowenzani la. No, they won't ask you that. They'll just look at you and be on some, okay, all right, and then they say let's go, and the next thing, 3 years or a year later, you are being pushed in a wheelchair, strapped into a wheelchair, into an asylum. Ngoba lokho wena ucabange ukuthi uyazi. It might not be something you want to hear, but it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Hence the term ebati idlozi lamshiya lo. It happens a lot. Now, because you were imposing lapho butwase khona, lapho twasa khona, so much that when people see you after that process, but wayetwasa ke lo mntwana. Imagine you haven't even had 5 years usangoma and people are already saying wow butwasa. That's dangerous. That's not dangerous. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Or awukakhishwa nasegodleni abantu sebathi wawuthwasa. You don't know how loud those words are. Certainly izangoma would see you and be on some lalphilile ledloti leli. It's painful. It's sad. But it's true. So mewuthwasa. Don't ask anything engakufuni. And don't impose the knowledge you think you have. Stop suggesting. Unabantu abasuggestayo. Umuntu ungene ekuthwaseni because they think they know. They tell ugobela, baba, how about ngiphahle mini? How about mina ngingaphahle ebusuku ngo-12, ngiphahle ngo-12 wasemalanga, or ngiphahle ngo-12 ngo-1. You came here for my help, and now you are suggesting how I should help you. I've made this example before. It's like going for a surgery. You have a brain tumor. It's on the left side of your brain, and you are suggesting that mawaqhaqhe on your right-hand side of the brain. The fuck? Really? Really? You go to a surgeon, or let's say maybe you have some heart disease. You go to a neurosurgeon and you tell them to not operate from the front. They should operate from the back. Wait, what? Some of you kungako ukuthwasa kwenu kungahambeli ndawo. Kungako ukuthwasa kwenu ku-lack direction. Kungoba ukuthwasa kona is lacking direction because wena mnikazi ucabanga ukuthi you have the direction. Then you lose yourself and the direction and everything else you thought you have. Your GPS just shuts down and it malfunctions. And now you don't only lose the destination, you lose even the route that you were going in. So I'm helping you here. It might not sound like I am, but I am. Mewuthwasa, regardless what udaba wakho. Some of you kuthwasa abonina benu. So umuntu kuthwasa uninakhe or uninakho. I'm not going to explain uninakho. Abanye benu kuthwasa uninakhe. So ukhulele yena kindle sangoma ucabanga ukuthi uyazi. Ungathwasi kuninakho nje. Like, come on, you guys should get me by now. So mewungene ekuthwaseni or uzothabatha uhambo lokuthwasa. Just I'm not saying leave the knowledge you have behind. Just isonge kahle uyifake epokotini or uyifake ebagini. You'll use it some other time. Now clean up your closet and create space for new clothes. If you're gonna take the journey of Twas, clean up the closet. Clean up your closet. Don't throw away what you already know. Just put it aside. Create space for something new. Create space for something new. And after creating that space, listen. And after listening, be mindful of what comes out of your mouth. Mina Tugel, I'm saying all of these things because I've lived them. So, I've lived a decade and a half of this life, so I'm okay now with what I'm teaching people. That's why I'm not half-assing the information I'm giving you guys. I'm not half-assing this information. I'm being direct with the information in exactly the way you should use it. Because I've seen in these years how painfully the gift yokuthwasa could be lost. Because abanye thought they knew too much, or they lacked the questions they should be asking. Gobela will teach you muti uba usisangoma esineqiniso. Focus on more of these things that they are teaching you. If you are taught to go to phahla, ask yini ukuphahla. Ask why uphahla. Ask, just ask. If they tell you gaqa, ask why you gaqa. If they tell you clap your hands ukubhabhadisa, ask why. If kuthiwa kuzoshayelelwa, makushayelwe, ask why. Ask the things that you are told to do that are said to going to help you. No, don't come here first day yokuthwasa and ask me ukuthi baba ibhudlo kanye isilawu liligayo igobongo mawugaya igobongo ile mitho igayo. I'm like, hayi wena, hayi relax. Awukazazi noba leli ligijima kanjani, so ufuna ukwazi amagobongo adliwelana. Relax. You see, now the line of you asking questions that are going to put you in danger begins right there. But listen. First listen to what the Gobela is saying. If they're saying run around the house, okanye maybe they brief you before you. They tell you that mamela ke mntwanami, today you're going to run 2 laps around the house. CS1. Thokoza baba. Kungani ngizorana 2 laps around the house? Lokhu ke mntwanami sangoma esineqiniso ke leso. Sizothi ngoku ke mntwanami, the reason why you're running laps around the house is because this. Thokoza baba ngiyabonga. Then after you're done, uzobhabhadisa emasangweni. Kungani baba babhadisa emasangweni? Because of this. That's where uthwasa uzokuphila la is seen. That's how you see uthwasa uzokuphila la. That's what I mean when I say ask questions. I'm not saying ask stupid questions. Don't ask everything. But if you're told to do something, make sure you know why you're doing that thing. Make sure you understand the benefit of that thing. You see? That way, then if buthwasile ngaphambili and then you took these 3 keys I've just given you and then you combine them, you will see what works from here and you'll see what works from here and you'll see where they work together, and that will amplify ubungoma bakho. It will amplify ubungoma bakho. It will amplify ubungoma bakho. But if you're there to go and make friends, yeah, you're gonna wake up one day, miss those clothes, unxibe zonke uhambe eShoprite uthenge isonka se-R5. Then we'll see who's lost. Mabantu bekubuza, hayi kungani gogo wanxiba kanje, wanxiba full gear namhla ke kwenzekeni on a Wednesday uthi hayi thongo lam lithi angenze kanje, ngithi ya Sekulate ke manje. Yes, sis. This is no joke. I might be smiling about this thing. This thing is no joke. This is no joke. Yeah, Makela, ngiyabonga. The do's and don'ts ekuthwaseni. La Esilwaneni. Esilwaneni la, it needs no explanation. I'm not going to explain. Mina thukela. Imisilwane. Makela ngiyabonga. Yimi lenkosi ediliza intaba lento ehlanganisela amafu lezongomesela izulu lezongomesela abathakathi. Yimi inkosi yabathakathi kulomgumvaze wekaNobility ngithi xaxa kaBility mkhono kashalisa wagalifula ofisela khuni bayibaphelezela ezulwini namhla ngafa ngiyaqhubeka ke ngiyawukhwezela kubo. Esangakethi ke lapha engasithabatha khona. Kuseyimi inkosi yaso. Magedla ngiyabonga. Aya ngikhambe sengiyasho. Ngiyazi khona labantu abahlababuza labo. Ukuthi ubani lo? Yimi. Manje. Ngiyabonga. So now we're going to pay attention to Twasa or Ukphahla. That's why when I started this, I broke these things down. I talked about Uktwala. I excluded Uktwala, Ektwaseni. I spoke about Ukphahla. I put it aside. I told you guys I'm going to come back to it. And then I told you that reason why I'm breaking them down is because there are certain gaps that throw people off in between the three. Many people associate Tina Bantu in the Eastern Cape kuthiwa Twasimbole Bomvu. It's okay. So there is a misunderstanding. Ngoba, reason why I'm breaking all three of them down is because people think it's the same thing. Yes, if uThwasile wahamba ukuthwala, it will be seen as a package. Kodwa thina abantu esithwasile asithwele. You would find that 20% yabantu abathwasile bathwele. But now everyone who's being given false information thinks it's 80% etwele. No. You would actually find that there are very, very few yezangoma etwele. So now, especially on this side of the country, everyone avoids a person who has red and white because they associated Noktwala. So I made sure that I hope, because I can be sure that I've given you the information, but I can't be sure that you've received the information. So I tried to break down Uktwala for a reason, so that people understand that Uktwala is a whole different process. It has nothing to do nathi bantu abathwasayo. Then ngangena kuphahla. I told you guys the importance of Zokphahla. I put it aside and told you that you're going to find a lot of talk ngokphahla ekuthwaseni. This is what I meant. I meant they go together. They go together. They balance each other out. They balance each other out. Hence, I wanted people to have a very, very efficient way of utilizing indima yokuphahla. You see, muphahla, don't cela. Speak this thing into existence. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Don't ask this thing of me. Bantu abadala ngifuna lokhu. Magedla ngifuna lokhu. Magedla ngifuna lento. Magedla ngifuna ningivakashele. Magedla ngifuna ningigijimele ningiphilele. Then once you understand that manner of projection, uzoyazi ucela makutheni. kungakho nje many people baphahla into ezingabuyi because the things you say muphahla dictate the direction yezinto ezikhafulayo, regardless of how pure your heart could be. The mindset ophahla ngayo could be as pure could be defined. Your heart could be in the right place. The things you want could benefit ubungoma bakho in a very powerful way. Oh, and beside and with that, I won't umuntu ophahlayo uyethwasa. You have the right uphahle ungathwasi ngoba unalo idlozi uthwasa ungathwasi. Yes. So all of those things you can ungahlambuluka in every way, but if your projection ayiqalekanga, then you'll be like a soccer player. You'll be like a South African soccer player. That's why they always lose. They never hit the net. They always miss. Bafana disappoints us all the time because bacela mabaphahla abayaleli. Yeah, I know my jokes are inappropriate. I don't care. It's okay. You see, so be part of the winning team. Be part of the team that holds the cup. Speak what you desire into existence. I even told some people, ngoba kona abantu abangathwasi who do this. Wenzani? Yimo wo wenzani? Wenzandoni? Awuthwasi. Kukhona abantu abathwasayo abangayazi this thing means shantoni or why. They don't know why it's done. They don't know when it's done. The part where you become crystal clear, you take away all sound barriers outside your own vibration. That's how you speak things into existence. Khona abantu abaphahlayo baphahle emanzini. They always do this. I'll move ukuthi I used to punch you in the face. Shit. The fuck are you doing? Uyaziva wena le nonsense uyithethayo? Yeah? Yayiva wena le nonsense lo uyithethayo? Yeah? And hima iple train oyileqayo. Huh? Iple train oyileqayo. Why are you rushing this thing? Don't rush. Relax. Sit the fuck down. Relax. Chill. Sit down and chill. Speak clearly and mean what you say. Banye benu okona phahla akona i-one into kwentweni iziphahlela seke zenzeka because aniphahli. I don't know the nonsense you guys are doing. You're shuffling a little shit here and there and you're making a hell of a lot of noise, unnecessary noise, because you saw this from someone else. So take it from me and call your gobela and your gobela's gobela if what I'm saying is not true. Speak what you desire into existence. That's why I have what I have. That's why I am who I am. I speak myself into existence. And I stutter when I speak. Some of you won't pay attention to that. I take my time when I speak so that what I say is very clear. Le majaha angizwe kahle ayazi le majaha mhla ayiphuma kulamagceke agijima yapi. Ngeze benamajaha mina agijimela amasimba into engekho. Hayi, angizenzi into ezahlula mina. andizenzi into ezingena-direction. Apha ebhayi kuthiwa mna andizenzi into ezingacacanga. Umuntu otsho, binaries would say, andiyenzi into engacacanga mna. Andikumamelisela uphahla mna if le nto uyiphahlelayo ndiyiva. Fuck off. Get up and walk away. I've done that numerous times. Some colleagues zam, ngisho laba engiphume nabo egudlweni, mangimuza umuntu ekhuluma into engasile, engena-direction, I walk the fuck away. And then to avoid embarrassing him, ngizombuza eceleni ukuthi into lento obuyenza wena enkundleni. Hayi mani, benifuna ukugalisa nigqibe. No. Usufuna ukhawuleza ugqiba. Mntwana abantu lo simsebenzayo. Uzoshesha ugqibe then what? Uzoshesha ugqibe. Ube wenza into engasile. Then what? Now you have amathwasa. Kukhona ebantwana. Abama amathwasa. Khona ithwasane lami engingalizwa mina. Lishaflisha ukuphahla. Ngabuza umntwana mina into lento yenzayo. Thokoza mkhulu ngiyaphahla, thokoza baba ngiyaphahla. Ngithi hayi, uthini mophahla? Uthini mophahla mntana? Thokoza baba. Mendithi that uyabona ba andikuva. Yasiboba andikuva. You are creating no vibration into my ears. It's just unnecessary noise. And you're shuffling and you're running towards this thing. Talk to me. Ufuna ntoni? Thokoza baba ngifuna uba sangoma. Thokoza baba ngifuna ukujula. Thokoza baba ngifuna ukuduma ezweni ngemsebenzi. Thokoza baba ngifuna ukuphila edlozini. Thokoza baba ngifuna idlozi lami lingivakashele kahle. Thokoza baba ngifuna idlozi lami linginike konke. You see now mntanami, you are speaking things into existence. Now you are becoming a sangoma. Baninzi abantu abanxiba insimbi phandle apha. Very few of them zizangoma. Banxibe nje insimbi. It starts and ends there. We are suffering from them. That's why I took this duty upon myself to end the reign of abantu abanxibe insimbi. There's a difference. Trust me, there is a very big one. There's a very big difference. There's a very, very big difference. But yeah, it's sensitive. It's sensitive. So if this to you is kati or pahlangas, know what you are doing. Know why you are doing it. Don't rush it. Awunabuthongo uhleli ngokucoca ifoni uleqa phi? Yeah? Uleqa phi? Sit the fuck down. Relax. Uleqa phi? Chill. Awunabuthongo ngoku uhleli. It's 1 o'clock now. Uhleli awenzi nix. Uleqa phi? Sit down. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Ngiyabonga Nomvula. Ngiyabonga Gedle Lidala. Ngiyabonga Salukazi. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And be honest. Yazi bantu bami, I always say this to people. Amathwasa nami ngaxela into eyi-1, abazukulu bami ngaxela into eyi-1. Ngithi bantu bami, you can lie to me. You can lie to me, Tugela. Portray indlela ophahla ngakhona as if you are talking to yourself. Project self unto self. You can lie to me, but the moment you lie to yourself, you're doomed. Hence, I take away all of the formalities. Don't be formal. Be as short, brief, and clear. Short, brief, clear. The briefness, take your time. Have a very short passing process. I don't like calling it prayer, but I reference it prayer because many people understand it that way. Be short. Short and brief is the same thing. English is not our mother. Anyway, be brief, be clear, and mean what you say. Be very brief. Be very brief. So for no take paragraph or a paragraph as in mean. If ohlukunyezwe emathonga, bika abantu abadala ndiyabona kuba khona izibonakaliso endingazi-understandiyo. Cela nindihlale utyele zona. Cela nindivakashele futhi nindiphe okunye. Cela nindinike ngendlela endizakwazi ukusiqonda ngayo. Kulokho ndizokwazi unenza le nto niyifunayo. Magedla, ndiyabonga. You don't have to say Kamaku if awumazi Kamaku means Shandoni. You don't have to say Thokoza if awumazi Thokoza means Shandoni. Because abanye benu are throwing around Thokoza because you heard it from such and such. The person who said Thokoza knows what they're doing. Wena awukatwas no twasa. Why are you saying Thokoza? Why? Don't say something you don't understand. Please, I'm urging people, stop. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you saying Thokoza, but if I'm to be an effective teacher or an effective teacher, if I'm going to teach you something that will help you, I will tell you, suyithetha into ongayaziyo by Mini Shantoni. Yes, maybe you are a regular kugogo such and such. Ugogo such and such manikunika izwasho. All of a sudden now we are tongue. And then ugogo such and such tells you to say Thokoza. Ask ugogo such and such. The direction kaThokoza. Ichala lento ndiyiphahlayo in what direction? Then if they make you understand, and you understand. No, I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to say this again. If they make you understand, not they tell you, a person can tell you, Jonga, I can tell you that Eli lipondo lembuzi engathwasa ngayo. That was more than a decade ago. Leli lipondo lembuzi engadla ngayo intwaso. I told you that. You might not understand that. You might not understand why mhlambe likanje, or why is it even on me? Why? Okay, mkhulu. Okay, what? Okay, imbuzi le. What was I then? What? Because from where you come from, imbuzi iqhonywa epalini. And nangu thukela ukunxiba imbuzi. Uyinxiba apha kwesiqweni. Hayibo. Ithina lento. You see? So a person can tell you something and you might not understand. Make sure that whenever a person gives you advice about anything spiritual, you understand as to why you are doing this thing. If they tell you like the kandlela, let them make you understand the role yekhandlela. Khandlela indima yokufuzisela kwindlela engiphahla ngayo. It's a point of reference ukuthi Magedla cela indlela yami ibe mhlophe ibe njengeliqhwa leli phezu kwendaba. Nanku lo mfuziselo. Ndicela le ndlela ithini ibe mhlophe ibe njengeqhwa leli phezu kwendaba. Nanku lo mfuziselo. Ndiyifuzisela lento nangamagama. Inqashi yolwimi lami is playing a very big role in the projection and the pointing factor of where I'm planning to go or I am going. A person tells you light ikhandlela, you don't know why light ikhandlela usenkingeni. Person tells you, say thokoza. Uthi kulo mntu, you have a friend esisangoma, masithi mhlamba uthwasa, une-friend esisangoma. Hey chomi, phupha ikaka man izolo man. Hey, andazi kwenzeka ntoni. Ndithini? Jonga chomi, uzolayita ikhandlela eli-brown, uqhwabeka kube kayi-4, xa ugqibile uthokoza va, uhambe uyolala. Ukrwitshwa unye. Ukrwitshwa uphambane. Nazi, ndiyafunga mna. Uzothini ungakrwitshwa? Uzothini ungakrwitshwa? Because lo mntu kunika information ehafu engacacanga futhi ongazaziyo uba wena information uzayithatha uyithini. Ndizinqule and then what chomi? Lo chomi uzahambe uyolala xa ugqibile uzinqula nje. Then ke uzawubona uzayeka uphupha kakubi. Yho, awuzophupha kakubi. Uzawukrwitshwa uphambane kule game. Because ngoku uyokwenza into engangqamene nawe. Because kaloku ufumana information engaphelelanga. I-information ungayi-understandiyo. Yeka ungapheleli, ngangapheleli, but if ndingakunika 5 things u-understande 3. But do these 3 that you understand. You don't need to understand all 5 of them. But make sure ezo zenzayo uyaz-understand. So kwenza into ongazi-understandiyo. Nopipana suhleka bra. Andlali apha. Andlali, I'm dead serious. Yabo. So people, let us be effective. I don't know whether it's effective or effective, but I know I'm one of those 2. So it's okay. My time has passed. I've clocked an hour and 5 minutes now. No one has asked me anything, but I try. It's a Friday. Esilwaneni. Imithukela. Isilwane. Ngiyabonga. Nibuye futhi. Nibuye. Ngisezoniphakela okuningi. I'll get back to you guys during the week as to when I might not be live, but I'm sure I'm going to be live Monday. I'm sure I'm going to be live Monday. I'm not sure if it's going to be 6 or 12. I think it's going to be 6 o'clock. And then ndingangamenzi 12. Then 12 nzomenza Wednesday evening. And then 12 o'clock ebusuku on a Wednesday. And then Friday after that, I'm not sure. But everything else nizoyiva Monday. People, I need to teach a whole lot of people. Share the page. Share the knowledge. Mina sangoma esingenamona. If kukhona into ezingasile ngisifundisayo here, nansi platform. Come on live. Tell me ukuthi thukela lento ikhuluma ayikho. But mina I'm polishing izangoma zangomso so that the truth of what ubungoma is does not die, because hey, it's dying. I'm performing CPR here. It's dying. Abantu benza nothanda, bashafilisha ukuthwasa, abanye banxiba insimbi nje bathi bathwasile bengathwasile. Ubungoma is losing its value. And African spirituality is yalahleka piece by piece. And me, I'm qokeleling those pieces now. So share the page, man. Share the page. Maye, ngiyabonga bengizolilizela. It's people like you that keep me going. It's people like you, Nomvula, that keep me going. Ngiyabonga salwazi. Ngiyabonga. Bayede. Please, let's help people. People need to find themselves, but they are being misled. Let's share the page. I'm okay with people who are skeptical with the name of the page. Tell the person to let go of the name. If the name worries you, trust me, the name will explain itself once you see what is being said in the page. Because now, people who are afraid of the name are afraid of the false stigmas that are being thrown around. They're scared of the name because of the stigmas that are being thrown around. And 90% of those stigmas aren't even true. They're hearsay. And all of those who are talking about them have never witnessed them. I have a problem with a person who says something they've never seen, who talks about something they've never seen, or what they don't understand, or something they can't even stand behind. So, hayi mathonga amahle labantu bavakashe lapha, nibabize laba abantu, nibabize laba bantu. Sifuna ukuphila thina, sifuna isizwe sethu bantu, inguni phela. Asikhiphi manguni, akwande. I'm gonna open a radio station. You watch. Oh. If time allows me, there will come a time where I'm not alone here. People are hearing me, manang sithe, abantu babami, abantu babami, abantu babami, abantu babami. There will come a time, I don't know when, there will come a time where I'll be sitting here nebantu babami, but baningi laba ngeke baze bakwazi ukungena la, maybe sobaphandle. When I come back to PE again, maybe mid-month next month, I'll try and have an outside video. Then maybe if that one video is okay, then we'll be able to see some of the people. Then we'll have an engagement where we'll talk and you'll hear different opinions, different understandings, and actually witness Utugela teaching. Yabo.